daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape. It was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make
Hello.
up something like this, having been in the cabin.
How's the Alan Wake?
Literally just started.
My head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death, like
Yeah, but it looks good though.
It's true.
There would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't
Landscapes in this game, very good. Also, time to check out this big old Verizon billboard and drive on down to Cauldron Lake.
Verizon, the batteries that have been disappointing you the entire game.
Verizon doesn't make batteries.
Man, I don't know. I'm tired.
That's okay.
I don't know. I've been out of it all day. It feels like I didn't get any sleep, despite sleeping for an absurd amount of time last night.
There was the Energizer billboard, which is the batteries that have been failing me this entire game.
I don't have time to make sure I'm mocking the right people.
Fair.
In this day and age, that's just too much work. It's too many things to insult.
Deer Fest. Oh. It's like this is as far as I go via car.
The darkness had touched me. There was a link between us. Always would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
I remember this part. It's where they're like, oh yeah, everything's all bright and nice now, and you just got this car and you can just drive there.
Yeah.
And then you immediately hit a tunnel and they're like, by the way, fuck you. You're not actually going to get to drive. We were just doing that to tease you. I mean, you'll get to drive, just, you know, not in nice, pretty daylight.
And also, all of a sudden, it is now nighttime.
Yeah.
Oh. Excuse me, sir.
The Dark Presence was no longer trying to capture the rider so he could create the ending it wanted. The rider knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the rider from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
Rude. But hey, here's another card that I can steal. Which is very convenient.
You are probably going to need one. Also, I didn't realize until, like, this episode of the game that the cars also have a focus button.
Yeah.
And that you focus the headlights. I'd never even looked at that battery meter on the top left. And then I saw it in this episode and was like, oh man, that's really stupid. It's alright, but it's really stupid.
You can only keep your high beams on for a very certain amount of time. Yo, Alan, hit that sick ramp!
Maybe it was like an episode before this, I don't know. It was very late in the game.
Oh god. Tractors, no! Oh. That's where this car leaves me. Man, Remedy loves scenes on bridges.
To be fair, bridges are really cool set pieces.
That's true. I bring this up because there are like 3 of them in Quantum Break. Ow! Barrels. Or no, that was a tire. I guess you could say the Dark Presence is tired of my shit.
What the hell?
I guess you could say you're also tired of my shit.
I'm just tired in general.
Excuse me. Ow. Ah. My health is in a bad way, and then I died. Oh yeah, I've got flares. I should probably use...
What the hell?
Ouch. Whoa, physics happened there. Eat it, refrigerator. Well, that seems bad. I can't see.
Nice to see you, too.
There we go. Now we got a fancy car. For me. Fancy car very fast. Oh, evil cars, right. I remember this now. Remember laughing at evil darkness-possessed monster trucks trying to stop you. Because that's really goofy.
I forgot about the monster trucks. But, oh, I will say, right after this, yeah, in the bit right before this barn up here, the car I was in got clipped into just onto something, a fence or something like that, and got stuck. So then I had to get out and run away from the, like, evil cars and whatnot on foot, and that was really unpleasant.
I can imagine.
Because there's, like, a truck you can pick up in that barn back there, and that's what I ended up doing. It's just like, hey, spare truck, I'm gonna take that, and I'm just gonna drive that. I had to switch cars a lot.
I mean, they kind of want you to, because they block the roads pretty often.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you used 3 different vehicles just in the part where you've driven this one.
Oh.
Because I kept running overtaken or battling the other cars out there in the wide open area, and then having to go back and change cars. It was really unpleasant. It was a bad driver.
Damn it, Dark Presence, I'm a writer, not a driver.
Why does the Dark Presence keep leaving these goo puddles around? What's the point of the goo puddles?
It's just like another form of like the bear trap, I guess, because it's just
Yeah.
irritating thing on ground for you to watch out for.
Also, if I remember right, I just said screw this whole tunnel area and just ran through using flares. It's like, no, all you stay away from me. I'm just gonna leave.
It is a valid course of action.
Because also, man, do they give you a lot of flares in this game.
To be fair, the flares are super good.
They are. Also, these guys, just the way they run and everything, just remind me of the evil coal mining dudes from Twin Peaks Season 3.
Fair. I hadn't really thought of it about
Just
that.
little
but...
shadowy, scuffling guys in the dark, just running around, being weird, yelling random things.
Ah, shit. I should have just ran for the safe haven. Yeah, the loading screen tip. Thank you.
Now, did the loading screen tip tell you that fighting isn't always the best option?
Dead.
Aw. You're a writer, not a fighter, Alan.
Just wanted to hear that guy tell me about modern camping equipment again.
Man, what if the horrible, evil, shadowy Taken guys yelled the product placement at you? What if they yelled about Verizon phone plans?
Verizon's unlimited plan is cheap and affordable.
Yelling about coverage maps?
Can you hear me now? The Energizer batteries keep going and going and going.
Random aside. Man, I really need to get back to Daemon X Machina, but it's been forever since I've played that game. I don't think I remember anything about how it plays, other than its Armored Core.
Yeah, you could get the hot new Eureka 7 collabo pack, and also Code Geass?
No thank you to both of those. Eureka 7's okay, but eh.
I didn't realize Code Geass was a mech game, or mech show.
Yeah, it's got mechs, but everyone usually just cares about the lady with the green hair on the butt. Because it's anime, and that's how that be. The thing I remember mostly, yeah, now that I've loaded back into the game, I remember the thing I like about it is how little I knew going into it about, like, the actual non-mech character stuff. Because, like, I started the game off with a fairly normal-looking character, and now I've got, like, glowing trauma lines all over my skin and crazy evil robot eyes, and, like, an arm with a claw and a sword in it, and hydraulic-powered legs that let me double jump. My character looks like a fucking nightmare. I look like the villain of any other game here. Just like a horrible fucking cyborg abomination lady. It's radical looking, but also like, holy shit, I was not expecting this. Oh god, okay, now I remember how to do anything.
Now I'm in this truck.
Let me reread the manual.
Fuck your barricades, I'm in a truck. Oh. Shit. Maybe those barricades were there for a reason. Oops. Try going this way, maybe. This seems more like it. Junk piles may shift. Do not throw your axe through a wall at me, sir. That is uncool.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff in the manual for the game they've not explained to me yet.
Nice.
That I am learning now that I have looked at the manual for the first time.
I hear footsteps, but I don't see the Taken that is currently making those footsteps, which is very
Probably
funny.
fine.
Oh, there he is. He got stuck on the stairs. That was a fun diversion. And away we go. Yo, Alan, hit that sick ramp! Oh, crap. Alan, you didn't hit that sick ramp. Did I not do something? Did I get in here? Oh wait, I bet I have to go up into that thing.
Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came.
Spooky. I hear a robot voice lady.
Yeah, the TV is very loud right now. Give me a second. The Switch has a tendency to be really loud some days.
Man, I was doing so good at these starting the generator polls, and then just
Oh, right. Speaking of the Switch,
last episode, yeah.
the dumb, whatchamacallit, the gym that you were talking about, the Mario Party gym.
Yes,
Was it spinny teacup rides?
yes,
Okay, it was the same gym.
great. Just different leader.
Except, the big dumb plunger things that punch you back in the other direction. What do they look like in yours?
Like boxing gloves.
Okay, in mine they were big creepy Halloween hands.
Great.
They were like big green claws with grabby fingers that would just shove you. So that's the difference, is they changed the color of the gym and they replaced the boxing gloves with claws. Also, have you ever seen a Gigantamax Gengar?
Yes, not.
Those things are fucked up looking. I love them.
Yep.
They remind me of Atomos from Final Fantasy IX, who is the raddest thing. Oh shit.
How's it going?
Oh, the next mission is an escort mission. So this is the perfect time to remember how to play the game.
Oh yeah.
I'm working with Klondike and Johnny G.
I was at, let's say, a retail store today.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently someone decided that it would be a great idea to make a Johnny Rico Funko Pop.
Ah!
And
I mean...
I have so many questions.
Sure, why not?
But why? Did I break the video game? I'm really hoping the answer is no. No, wait. This looks like a thing.
I'll shoot anyone if it makes things more interesting. Friend, foe, even myself.
Fair.
This game is dumb, but I kind of like it. But it's dumb. Like, it's essentially just Armored Core if it was way more anime.
Which makes sense, because isn't it made by like a bunch of Armored Core?
Yeah,
like,
it's made by ex-Armored Core people.
who are like,
And there's a lot of shit in here that is just straight out of Armored Core.
it's just like, hey,
Kojima particles have been replaced by Femto particles.
great.
But aside from that, it's just Armored Core.
People at From who were like, hey, From, we want to make another Armored Core game. And they were like, hey, what if instead you made a Dark Souls?
How about you never stop making Dark Souls games?
Yeah.
And they're just like, or fuck you.
I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had
Aw,
to find
shit.
an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
How's it going?
I'm working with Gloom and Klondike. Johnny G backed out of the mission.
Oh, Johnny G.
Johnny G is a coward. He's alright.
Whoa.
Is Johnny G now evil?
No, the AI thing. It was like, alright, we've got like crazy suicide bomb drones attacking the thing we're supposed to escort. What do we do? And like our base's AI was like, alright, plan. Drop to the bottom of the ocean and rely on your emergency oxygen supply to keep you safe while backup arrives. You can probably stay down there for like 8 hours. And then it's like, we kinda gotta, like, stuff to do. And it's like, no, it's fine. Just go hide. Cowards. It's just like, man, fuck you, AI. And it was like, you want me to prepare a playlist while you wait at the bottom of the ocean? God damn it, robot. Fine, we'll go fight the suicide bombing drones. I just like that the AI is sassing us.
Fuck me, I'm just gonna run away. Well, I shouldn't have run away. Ow! Leave me alone.
Oh, there's so many gauges on the screen, and I can't remember what any of them do.
Oh, I died.
I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
Oh yeah, also I was gonna mention, I got the, item I need to evolve the Spritzy.
Oh, nice. Where the hell?
That way I should pick up all the items. Toot, toot, toot.
I will never give her to you.
But what if you give her to me, though? Can't.
That man just cut a plane in half with a katana.
Rad.
The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
Oh, wait. I run away now. Alan Dash.
I could see Mirror Peak in the distance. That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Oh, right, you've got a hefty stamina meter now, huh?
Yep. It'll still run out, but it's, you know,
It'll last a while.
it's better than it was at the beginning of the video game.
Also, if my memory serves me correctly, you are, like, incredibly close to the end.
Yeah.
Final chapter. Not super long, from what I remember.
But I'm gonna ride this sick minecart.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Like this fucking Donkey Kong over here.
Who is the Funky Kong of Alan Wake?
Old Gods of Asgard.
Yeah, sure, that checks out.
Apparently I missed, you can find the like, all the people who are in Old Gods of Asgard, because it's not just Odin and Thor.
Yeah, the rest of the band.
Yeah. I forget who one of them is, but it's also just a very clear, Norse mythology reference. And then there's also a guy named Fat Bob.
Oh, I think one of them is Baldur.
Well, it's Fat Bob Balder is his name.
Okay, that's... I don't know who the other guy is.
Yeah.
Some motherfucker.
Fucking birds, go away. Okay, I'm gonna climb this ladder and actually stand in the checkpoint so that I can, you know, checkpoint. Also, standing in the checkpoint made the birds go away, and that's nice.
Yeah.
no, the birds are back.
They'll never really be gone.
That's true.
There's always more bird. Yet somehow no bats.
Bats are too pure of heart to be corrupted by the dark presence.
That makes sense. Birds are assholes. Bats are cool.
Birds are assholes. Bats eat mosquitoes and stuff. And are
Yeah.
nice.
Bats are cool in my book.
Yeah. I see you standing behind that box, trying to spook me. Leave me alone, birds. Surprise truck. Go away, Speedy Man. Sonic the Hedgehog over here. Oop. Yeah. Pardon me. Man, how much flare gun ammo? I have 6 flare gun ammos. That is a lot. Stop throwing vehicles at me, Dark Presence.
It will not. Not until it stops being effective.
It's not even really that effective. Because they keep missing.
Then why are you so worried about it throwing more vehicles at you?
Because it's weird.
How's it weird?
Because you're throwing vehicles, like, in my general vicinity.
Which is a good way to deter people from their current course of action.
But I'm not being deterred from my current course of action.
But it is at least annoying you. It's making you rethink things.
It's a fucking boat. Throw a boat at me.
Yeah.
It's uncool. Oh. Hello. Away.
Transport has left the danger zone.
Fun.
Land on this plane. Ride it out of the mission.
They have like mech planes where like you just like planes that are big enough for you to sit in your mech.
You could probably sit in this plane in a mech. It'd be like a tight squeeze, but you could probably do it. Also, one of the things they did not mention, but that I did find in the manual a minute ago, is apparently there's a bunch of graffiti on the walls in the missions, and you can scan the graffiti to then add it to your mech later as a decal.
Well, that's cool.
The graffiti is collectibles.
God. I got comboed. Oh, now I'm all the way back here. Shit. Oh, hi. I just love when I accidentally do one of the cool cinematic dodges.
I feel like I only ever accidentally did the cool cinematic dodges. I found the dodging in this game to be poor.
I don't know. Ow. I did a cool cinematic dodge, but I still got stabbed.
Look, I'm just saying, it's no Bayonetta dodging.
But what is, really?
Yeah, but what if Alan Wake could do Bayonetta dodges?
That'd be great.
Where's that mod? Where's the model swap that just puts Alan Wake in Bayonetta?
His tweed jacket is made of his hair.
Ugh. Ugh.
Them elbow pads.
Oh man, sick battles against unidentified aircraft. This dude's like, hey, what is this thing? And the AI's like, it's unknown, dumbass. We just told you that. Hey, Guns Empress.
It's a good name.
It's a pretty good name.
She the Empress of Guns. Ow, God.
She seems to be. She's got red hair.
Stop stabbing me to death.
Hey, Gargantua.
Excuse me.
That man has the word dinky tattooed on the side of his metal head.
Why?
I don't know. You ask Gargantua.
I would, but I don't have Daemon Ex Machina.
Well, you should.
There are many things I should have.
There's a lot of things that came out this year. I am being reasonable. I'm an artificial intelligence.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that was close.
I like that no one seems to be worried about the fact that our artificial intelligence at the base seems to have developed a personality,
It's
despite the fact that the plot of this game is about humans being destroyed by their AIs they built.
it's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Panzer Crown.
Ow.
That was a good roar, Gargantua. You're a cool dude.
This seems like it would be a combat encounter.
I needed to get the generator running.
Is this a door? No, that's not a door. If I were a generator, I would hide right here. I have 9 flare gun ammo.
It's a lot. But is it enough?
I mean, probably.
Oh shit, that plane looks evil. That plane's got a face.
But I'm just gonna start using some flare gun ammo to be like, I don't want to deal with these combat encounters.
This plane is called Nightmare.
It's a good name for your plane. Oh, shit. Oops.
Eat shit, Crow.
Crow, is this Persona 5 Judgment?
No.
There's a guy named Crow in Judgment. Or that's his code name, because he's a parkour thief.
After Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin.
I was not worried about you, Crow. Don't worry.
The manuscript. I followed the idea
Literally at no point in my mind did I start getting worried about you.
that blocked my way, and with that,
Crow's that cool, huh?
to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Turn back now.
Don't wanna.
Ow!
I also have 12 flashbangs.
Uncool, plane.
Do as you're told.
Ouch. Oh, that looks bad.
Ow!
Oh. That killed me for some reason. So I will say the first time I played Alan Wake, I played it on like my old laptop, which was probably not the greatest idea. There was a hilarious graphical glitch every time there was water, which was, you know, for a game like this, that's a lot about water. Maybe not the greatest, but this I remember performed, let's say, poorly. Ow. Oh, the auto aim is just freaking out. There we go. Eat it, tornado. I got a flare gun.
I sat here and shot flares at this thing for a long time before it actually got rid of the tornado. And I'm not sure if my aim was just really bad or what.
I was trying to do it from the second platform, but you have to do it from the farthest forward platform, it seems. There we go. Just had to reset my dongle there.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah. Gonna look at my cool statistics, where I found 71 out of 106 manuscript pages, 49 out of 100 coffee thermoses, 2 out of 12 can pyramids.
Aw, Johnny G is going full Yosuke.
Ah, shit, Johnny G. Never go full Yosuke.
Gonna have to murder Johnny G.
Shh, baby.
Johnny G wants to have a big dumb sword fight.
It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the
Whoop.
lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about it.
Ah! How'd you get over there?
It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
Ow. What up, Big Daddy?
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with dark.
Thomas Zane's big dumb diving suit is kind of adorable.
I have to fill its dark heart with light.
I do have to ask, though,
Yeah.
why does his diving suit have nightmare hands?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
Oh man, look at Mr. Scratch.
Use the clicker.
Don't worry about him.
Yeah. This is a really cool section that gets a lot more done cool things with in the DLC.
I met someone. I'm in love love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying?
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done to my Alice?
The DLC was like very much about all this nonsense. Right?
Yes. Also, oh no, bitrate is. Nope. Hey, there we go.
Put the light back on! What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened. You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece.
Untie me, you naughty boy.
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Well, lady, you shouldn't have light coming out your eyeballs.
Alan, you didn't even write yourself a cool one-liner before you vaporized her.
Couldn't think of a cool metaphor in time. I really like looking at my YouTube thing here, and it says that I have excellent connection, but YouTube is not currently receiving data, but given that you said that, I think it is receiving data.
Yeah, no, it seems to be working.
Presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light. Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
This old man is monologuing to himself in an ice cream parlor over here. Okay, he literally just called himself out for monologuing alone in an ice cream parlor.
Oh, lady, your hair. Your early 2000s, or I guess early 2010s rather. Early 2010s cyber hair.
You do not get to use the like tears in the rain line. Come on.
Doesn't he though?
No, this game is silly.
I mean, apparently that happened, yesterday or whatever.
What happened yesterday?
It was the day that Blade Runner was set.
Oh.
November, whatever, 2019.
The far-flung future of 2019.
Yep.
Also, you keep complaining about that lady's video game face and hair, but she looks okay. She does not look as much like a horrible digital goblin as you seem to imply.
I don't know. There are some shots where she looks like a horrible digital goblin. Airplane. Time for Deer Fest. Look at all these happy people at Deer Fest. Look at the old gods of Asgard.
Deer Fist is a hit.
And,
That lady's got a creepy old oil lantern.
yep.
It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
And that's the end of Alan Wake. And I gotta mute this video capture device as soon as music starts playing. Cause... oh, yep, there it is. Gotta mute that. Because the credits are Space Oddity by David Bowie.
Yeah.
And if I let that play, then I get murdered to death by a lot of people.
Yeah. Don't mess around with David Bowie.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to point out, because I think his name already scrolled past, but I met someone who worked on this game. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, I met that guy. I met Mikko Rautalaty. He was a very nice person. Anyway, this game is very good. So, may as well just call that there and be like, eh, that's the end of Alan Wake. Good night, everybody. You can hear this.
Good night,
Good luck.
everybody.
I'm gonna hit the stop streaming button.